When you think about FlatOut 2, what car comes to your mind first? If I had to guess, I'd say that average FlatOut 2 player would probably think about the Road King, Bullet GT,
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
perhaps the Bus or maybe the Flatmobile. But do you know about that one street class car that's just ignored by literally everyone and no one talks about it? Except of me. I'm talking about the Vexter XS. Vexter XS, the most underrated car in both FlatOut 2 and Ultimate Carnage. Like, rarely anyone ever picks it in the online lobbies, which is a shame as it's actually a good car. But why is that? My theory is people don't really pick it because it looks rather generic or even ugly to some people compared to other cars. People really like to judge the cars by the way they look. If you take a look at the Road King, for example, you can immediately say that that car looks cool and fast. Vexter, on the other hand, doesn't give that feeling. Look at the lineup of all the street class cars. Vexter is kinda like a Volkswagen Golf parked in between a bunch of Ferraris and other supercars. You know it's there, but there are many more interesting looking cars around, so maybe it isn't the most interesting looking car in the game. But it's surprisingly good. In FlatOut 2 it has a top speed of 272 km per hour and reaches 100 below 4 seconds. It also takes corners rather well for a front-wheel drive car. Because its suspension is rather soft, it actually takes landing very well, and the car has decent durability. It's kinda like CTR Sport but better. I'm a huge fan of Vexter, not gonna lie, I absolutely love its design, especially the FlatOut Ultimate Carnage variant. And the car is very fun to play. It really deserves much more love than it gets. For real, just try it the next time you replay FlatOut 2 or when you play online. In Ultimate Carnage, Vexter got much nicer in design, but it also got slower, just like any other car in that game. Taking corners also became more challenging, but it's still good though. Funny thing that not many people might know, in Ultimate Carnage, Vexter's nitro upgrades actually don't work. If you look into the game files, you can find that Bugbear actually forgot to change the nitro value, so even if you buy the nitro upgrades, it's gonna be like you never actually upgraded it. Not only that, but you also lose some durability. I'm pretty sure Vexter is also a car that went through the least amount of changes during the FlatOut 2 development. If you look at the old game screenshots, you can see that the car looks almost the same as it does in the final game. The only real differences are it has the number 33 at some point, which still can be seen in the game, and the rims were also different, and that's really it. Here is a small fact about the Vexter. This is a response from Bugbear to my email I wrote a couple of months ago asking what car Vexter was based on. For a long time I was sure Vexter was based on second generation Sub 9.3, but it turns out it was actually based on the first generation Sub 9.3 Aero Vegan, which is actually very cool to know. So if you ever wondered what was the main inspiration for the Vexter, now you know! The main purpose of this video was to show you that Vexter is actually a decent and a fun car to play, yet heavily underrated, as well as to show you some facts about it. Once again, try it, really, it's a very cool car. The next video is gonna be about the tracks of FlatOut 2. It might come soon, it might come out in a few months. Just give me some time. See ya.